Hello teachers, today our section is about how to teach phonics. And let's take a look at our agenda for today, which is why do we teach in phonics? Get to know about phonics, approaches for teaching phonics, and problems in teaching phonics. How do we teach phonics? In 17,800 common words, 84% of them corresponds with phonics rules, 13% apply some of the phonics rules, and 3% non-correspondence, which means if students knows the phonics rules, they can at least read 84% of the common English words. For kindergarten level, and for 6 to 12 years olds, we both teach phonics for them so that they can form a good habit when they meet with the new English words. Get to know phonics. I'm pretty sure these words are very easy for you to read, but imagine for a second language learner, if they want to read these words correctly, first they need to know the letter sounds, then they need to know where the stress is. So when we teach, and also number 3, they also need to know how to separate how many syllables are there in each word. So when we teach phonics, we will emphasize on all these different topics. English can be easy or can be difficult for Chinese students because the language they've known, Chinese, is completely different kind of language system, family. So Chinese is a logographic language, while English is a alphabetic language. So Chinese focus on meaning, and for English, focus on sound. These are some Chinese characters. This is 火. When you see this, what can you see? Can you guess what it is? Right, exactly, fire. This is 水. When you see the letter 水, you might or might not imagine actually it's water. While in English characters, if we separate to different parts, it doesn't mean anything. However, if you separate it right, you can read sheep, sheep, abnormality. So if we teach students how to separate them, then they can decode and they can read the words by themselves. Phonics and phonetics. In the old Chinese way of learning English, like for example, the students' parents' age group, they learn English with phonetics. And so they might not know what is phonics. However, it means the same thing, just there's another symbol of it that you need to learn so as to read some words, while phonics is just helping you to learn the new words directly. So like dining, we use this I in the middle, and dining. Librarian, so they have to learn this. This is air, librarian, and so on. This is ear, this is o. And we'll tell the parents in China that nowadays, for such younger kids as your kid, when they learn English, we don't teach them phonetics. Instead, we teach them phonics, because if they have to learn phonetics, they have to remember and learn some phonetic symbols as well as the letters. And when they try to spell a word, they have to form this phonetic symbol in their mind so as to read it and make the sound, which is not direct. So when we teach the students how to read, we use phonics rules, which students can spell the word out and say the sound directly. When we teach phonics, what do we do? What do we teach? First, we teach letter sounds, and then we teach letter group sounds. Letter sounds like A says E, B says B, C says K. Sounds of English. Consonant sounds. Single letters with just one sound, D, T. Single letter with more than one sound like G says G or J. We call them soft G and hard G. Letter combinations which make CK together makes K, and two same consonants makes one sound, GG says G. Consonant digraphs. For example, SH together says sh, TH together says f. Consonant blends, BL, bl, BR, br, STR, str. So when students learn all these sounds, and it's very easy for them to try to spell some new words. Sounds of English. Vowel sounds. Short vowels, bat, bat. And then long vowels, ka, si. Diphthongs. A combination of two vowel sounds, boy, how. And then a combination of three vowel sounds, fire, hour. Phonics, sounds and letters. Phonics is a system of teaching beginners to read and pronounce words by learning to associate letters and letter groups with the sounds they represent. So, for teaching phonics, we'll teach them phonemic awareness, rhyme awareness, syllable awareness, word awareness, and sentence awareness. First, phonemic awareness, it's when we see a word. Especially for level 1 and level 2, we will try to form their habit of see it as a sound. K, E, T. And then especially for younger levels, they might not know how to spell it or connect two sounds together. So what we want teachers to do is, for example, we will say K, E, cat. So make your sound long enough to combine it with the second sound. Cat. I think you might need a few more time for the students to get to know and for them to used to it. Don't feel frustrated because it takes time for students to learn. Okay, next, rhyme awareness. So when we teach letter combination like U and T together says at, and so what we do is treat them as a word family, letter family, and then change the first initial letter so that they can keep spelling different words with at. And for example, k, at, cut, b, at, but. Try to put them in the rhyme so that they can listen to the songs and then find out which letters rhyme, which words rhyme in a family. Syllable awareness. Count it and feel it. Nation. What you can do is get them to clap hands. Nation. Or touch their head and shoulder. nation, national. So gradually, after you practice a few times with them, they will try, and then you can ask them to tell you how many syllables do you think this word has? Nationality. And then you have 5 clapping, which means 5. Word awareness. It can serve as a computer. I ate 4 eggs. Dial you will speak to him. Sentence awareness, when you have to teach them how to pay attention to intonation, stress, pause, and sentence structures, which will be higher level of phonics. Introducing sounds. You can introducing sounds with pictures, stories, segment, and songs and chants, which in our story, in our class schedule, we will have that ready for you. Pictures. A says ant. This is an angry ant. B says bird. It's a blue bird. Use sentence and use stories to make them remember the sounds. Storytelling techniques, voice and sounds, gesture and facial expressions, repetition. Don't forget to repeat, especially for level 1 and 2. Slow down and speed up. Audience participation. Get them to read after you or answer your questions. Okay, now this is a story. This story is about an ant. This is an ant. An ant has an X. She is cutting with the X. X. Ant. So this is how they make the sound and say X and find the X. Get the students to repeat after you or get them to say while you try your best to pretend that you reach to the X very, very difficultly. Next, you can show the picture and get the students to help you tell the story. But at the meantime, you do need to give them some help, like remind them what's her name and N is a ant, something like that, so that they can finish telling the story by themselves. Segment. This is a skill when students have to put all the different parts in a letter big to form a sound of a word. Pig, tick, fig. And then like this. Let children feel the rules. So you can do this. What you would do is you might need a small whiteboard and just write down the word, not all of them, but part by part. So you will put if, whiffed, swift. Let them feel the rules and let them know how to spell it. Like this one, ought, ought, short. Songs and chance. TPR phonics. I like this one, but probably might be a little bit difficult for you to do over the webcam. So it's like this. You can act as you are doing kung fu while you will say b, at, bat. So what you can do is also get the students to act as they are playing kung fu, or use letter dance. Use your hands to form different letters and make the sound. Problems with phonics. Just memorizing the relationship between letter and sounds is not enough. They have to practice and they have to use the rules. And many English words are not regular. There may be more rules and symbols to memorize. And also, do not introduce complicated rules, just in case they get confused and they give up on it. Alright, that will be the end of the phonics part. And thanks for listening. I hope you learned something, and I hope you can use your best skill to train students to practice phonics rules so that they can completely improve their reading skill. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.